Anyone who's able to consistently get a result is not lucky. They're just doing something different than you. So, for example, money, wealth, abundance. Is there a science to financial abundance? When I went to write some of my financial books, how did I do it? I knew a lot already. I worked with people like Paul Tudor Jones for 24 years, one of the greatest financial traders in history. But I went to 50 of the smartest financial people on earth. The Ray Dalios, the Warren Buffetts, all those individuals, and found out what do they do differently than everybody else. I know they write a book and number one bestseller, New York Times bestseller, but I applied it myself. And I took my companies from doing 50 to 100 million into the billions by just applying exactly what they did. If we talk about health, I wrote a book where I interviewed 150 Nobel laureates, the top individual scientists, people doing rejuvenation therapy, stem cells. So health, there are certain rules. We're all unique biochemically. But are there some universal rules that if you don't live by them, you're going to have pain in your body, yes or no? So it is a science. Write down, success leaves clues. Have you heard of Jim Rohn? He was my original teacher, and he used to say, success leaves clues. If someone's successful and not lucky, what are they doing different than you? He used to say, find out what poor people are reading and don't read it. He said, I don't just mean poor financially, I mean poor emotionally. What you pour in your mind is what manifests your life. So if you and I want to succeed in achieving something, our best way of doing it is a simple formula. And let's try it. How many of you in this room? Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine, dreamers. Another blessed and grateful day. It is freaking steaming over here in Florida. It is hot. It is bright. It is sunny. And it is another blessed day to go ahead and grow. It's good to see everybody. Shane and Talina, Cedric in the building. Mike, JoJo, fresh start to the week. Who is fired up and ready to go ahead and keep getting closer towards these goals? Love to see it. Rain here, Bitsu. Yes, let's get into it, fam. So today I got a phenomenal topic, and it's really, part of a cycle that Tony Robbins goes into, and he calls it playing it safe. And he talks about there's 3 pieces of this cycle that really allow us to go ahead and stay inside of a box. So today, I believe each and every one of us is ready to go ahead and get outside of the box. If I could only explain the momentum Anissa and I are going through right now, it is insane. That hurricane brought some sunshine, right? And that's how it goes, right? You can't have the rainbow without the storm. Sometimes the storm allows us to reset, get some clarity, get a little bit of organization so we can go ahead and go back out a little bit more prepared than we were before. So I love to see it. That is amazing news. You've been on fire. Everybody in here has been having so much abundance in different areas with the trials, with the tests, but we continue to show up. And for that, I have so much respect for each of you because I know it is all leading towards a greater and bigger purpose. So let's get into it for today. Yes, we keep going absolutely no matter what. Our future selves are depending on it. Future generations are depending on us. Yes, couldn't do without the squad. That's what it's about. Community really makes the biggest difference. It gives you that extra push. Sometimes you didn't know that you had. That's why we have accountability partners. That's why spotters are in the gym. You guys ever notice, maybe doing a PR, somebody's hands might be under the weights. They might have not helped you, but mentally, you felt like you had somebody there to save you if you needed it, and you're able to get that extra weight up. It's literally psychological. That's why they have spotters inside of the gym to give you that push, to give you that little piece that you might need. So it takes a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, yes, yes. So here we go. Let's get into it. IG, let me get them tapped in. Playing the game safe. Are we playing the game too safe? That's the real question for today. Here we go. IG, happy Monday. Fresh start to the week. A lot to be grateful for. Absolutely. The morning rituals still continue. We've got in the journaling. We've got in the reading, the meditation. I'm getting back into the yoga. I'm still a little bit rusty. Yes. It's good to see you, fam. Got some grounding in, spent some time out in nature, fed the turtles, gave my give back for today. Yo, I got to show you guys these bananas. So I have these bananas, these 2 banana trees right here. I have this one on this side, and then I have another one over here in the corner, and I'm going to show you guys tomorrow. These are the best bananas I've ever had in my life. It's literally, they're so good, they taste like mangoes, and it just gave me another freaking confirmation of how sick all the food that we eat is.
I promise you've never tasted a real banana like this, because a lot of times we don't eat real food. All the things, even the banana, but go look it up. They literally shoot up 90% of bananas with a type of steroid, with shots. It's crazy to see. I have some students that are overseas in different countries, and they tell me all the time, like, D, all the fruit that you guys see over there, how it's like the apples are picture perfect. They're all red. They're all the exact same shapes. Well, when you go overseas, it's not like that, because they're actually organic. It's actually real food. So I'm telling you, like, it literally inspired me to get freaking acres to have all of these different types of fruits and foods ready to go on hand. So we don't have to rely on what's going on the other side, because we already know what their intention is. So it's true, honestly. It's crazy. Matter of fact, I might go show one by the end of the call. I'm gonna show you guys. Next level. Green, my man. It's good to see you. All right, so here's the cycle for today. Shane, Shane, ask Shane how long he's been without eating meat or things like that. Shane's clean. Ask him how long. They've been so clean health-wise because they understand what we feed. The body has everything to do with the money we make, the relationships that we have, the way we go out and impact and serve and operate. We were just talking about growing and gardening. You see? I'm telling you, this is the time. There's so many billionaires right now that are getting self-preservations ready for these times because they understand what's coming ahead. So this is crucial. Don't eat. Look at that. Don't eat out at all. Squad's on it. I already know. You guys are freaking soldiers. Cedric cut out fast food a minute ago. You already know. So here's the three things. Right? The three things that most people avoid to end up feeling safe. And Jim Rohn has a famous saying. He says, we can either spend 80 years of our life playing safe, wondering what if, living with regret, and getting to the end of our days, still daydreaming about all of the possibilities that we could have had, right? It's wild to see. The $8 bag of potatoes I bought sealed the deal. Yes, going underground. So let me actually see if I can share my screen real quick. Let me know. I want to see if I can pull this up. Why not? Real quick. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, drop some threes down below if you can see me, fam. Can you see the screen? I'm going to give you guys a little visual that I literally took out of a piece of Tony Robbins' exercise in one of his books. And this is it. This is why he talks about 90% of people end up playing it safe inside of their life for this reason. So I'm going to pull this up. Hopefully you guys can see it. But this is it right here. This is literally the cycle that keeps 95% of people stuck right here. They avoid risks. Now, what is a risk? A risk can be anything. But at the end of the day, literally every day that ends in a Y that we wake up is risky. Today was risky. Tomorrow was risky. Yesterday was risky. There's sicknesses that can come up out of nowhere. You never know what could happen with Mother Nature. You never know what could happen with somebody else that's driving, right? God forbid. But truth be told, we have no control over things like this. So most people, we're afraid to take risks. And that's okay, because we're born like that, right? We're all actually born with two fears, believe it or not. But every other fear is developed over time. You see, every human is born with the fear of loud noises. And most of the time, most are born with the fear of heights, right? All other fears, believe it or not, are developed over time. The fear of public speaking, the fear of insects, the fear of bugs, the fear of going on an airplane. All of these things are developed from our self-talk, our experiences, our family, the people that we're surrounded by on a daily basis. So by the time we're 18, we're told no. You guys hear it a lot, over 100,000 times. You know, when our parents, they've kind of held us in a box. Don't embarrass us. Don't do something that we wouldn't do. So when we're going out and we're going against the norm, to most people, they consider that a risk. They consider that to be crazy. Just like me. Why would you waste your money trading? Why would you ever waste your money investing back into books, back into audios, back into events? That's risky. Jim Rohn says the biggest risk that anybody can ever take is what? Drop it down below. Who knows it? The biggest risk that any of us can take is, he says, is not taking a risk at all. He says if you think the tab for not risking is a lot, wait till you get If you think the tab for risking is a lot, wait till you get the tab for not risking. And I'll never forget reading that, because as I started to invest into myself and risk that money, it started to make sense. I wasn't used to investing back into myself. I was used to making money, just like all of us, right? Raise your hand if you guys have two jobs. Put some twos down below. Smash that like button, right? Drop some hands down below, some hand emojis in the chat. I've been there before too. I know exactly what that's like. But here's what's interesting. If we could spend all of that time building somebody else's dreams for 40 years and coming back home too tired to spend our own dreams, spend time on our own dreams, don't you think that's risky? I started to see that was one of the most riskiest things that you and I could ever do in life, is leaving our future in somebody else's hands. So when it came to buying the books, going out to events, investing back into myself, I said, you know what? If nobody invests back into me, nobody else is going to do it. So we might as well take the risk. Would rather live 30, 40 years seeing what's possible than spending 80 years sitting inside of a tiny little bubble. So this is our time to go ahead and really shine. So here's the second piece: avoid failing. He talks about most people are terrified to fail. Why? Because their upbringing. Once again, a lot of the things that we deal with as adults, interesting enough, stems from our childhood. From childhood experience, scars, moments, things that have made us afraid of certain things. Like for me, I'm still afraid of roller coasters to this day, because I was like 11 years old. I went to Disney World, right? My grandfather took me over to Disney World, and he made me get on Thunder Mountain. I'll never forget it. He hid me the whole way climbing up to the ride so I couldn't see what we were about to go on. And I'll never forget, I was bawling my eyes out the whole freaking way on that ride. You know that feeling in your stomach? I never liked that. It always just gave me the heebie-jeebies. But ever since then, I was terrified to go on a roller coaster, because I've seen so many videos of things happening with roller coasters. Maybe something didn't work out. Maybe something broke on there. I've seen people on the Jersey Shore get stuck on a Ferris wheel for 3 hours. So things like that, I was afraid it would fail. Kind of like entrepreneurship. I was afraid to go out and do something, and maybe it didn't work out. Maybe my friends and family couldn't see what I saw. And that exact thing happened. Nobody saw the vision. Everybody told me it was a scam. Nobody could see what I see. But I noticed failing is a part of the journey. I failed at every piece of this. I failed at public speaking. I failed at building e-commerce stores. I failed at trading. I failed at going out and building a brand. But here's what fail means. What's the acronym for fail? Who knows it? Drop it down below. First attempt in learning, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be avoiding feeling dumb. My mentor says it all the time. This is something that we all deal with. It's called addiction to other people's approval. If you know somebody that's been worried about their family, that's been worried about their friends, or maybe been worried about a teacher or somebody in their circle, this is addiction to other people's approval. And it could be with anything. It could be about our body, could be about our finance, could be about our relationship with our creator, people that we want to go ahead and maybe prove. But here's what's interesting about success. It's not about proving other people wrong. It really, at the end of the day, is about proving ourselves right. There's no need to avoid feeling dumb, because you know why? Nobody's perfect. Somebody show me one person walking right now that you can tell me that's quote unquote perfect. The LeBron James, the Tiger Woods, the Kobe Bryant, the Oprah Winfrey, the Leonardo DiCaprios, the Robin Williams. You can show me the top 1%, and I can show you each of them have problems as well. Each of them were not afraid to go out and be criticized and to quote unquote look dumb. Because if we never, here's what I notice. If we never go out against the grain, guess what? Nobody talks. It seems like that's great. But at the end of the day, when you look at real winners, real success, everybody has hate. Hate is a part of the process. Hate is a part of something that actually, if people are talking about you, it's a sign that you're doing something right. It means that we're actually moving. The metaphor that I always got for this piece was, I've never seen a dog bark at a parked car. Think about that. Have you ever seen a dog bark at a parked car? Bark at something that's not moving. That's what people do. People start to bark at things that are moving, and they might be stagnant. Maybe they might be attached to a piece of chain against a tree, and they're only going out 3 feet, and they see you running by, and they're just barking at you as you're going by because they're stuck in the same 3 feet radius that they're used to being in every single day. But here's the coolest part. What we're able to do is we're able to not only just inspire others, but we're able to actually help take the chains off anybody who's willing to learn, open-minded, and ready to go ahead and walk on this journey along with us. So that's the 3 right there. That's the 3 pieces. No, anybody who's might be feeling safe, it might be falling under one of those 3 categories I can tell you right now. Either number 1, we might be avoiding risks. Number 2, we might be avoiding failing. What's that video we can go make today? What's that network? What's that phone call? What's that door we can go open that we might have been afraid to do, might have been afraid to fail? And last but not least, what's the thing we've been afraid to feel dumb at? We've been avoiding feeling dumb. For me, that's actually getting on TikTok. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been afraid to go ahead and really get really action-oriented on TikTok, posting 2-3 videos a day, speaking, getting the voice out there, getting the brand out there. I think I was thinking about it over the week. I was like, I do these lives Monday through Friday. Why am I not giving value Monday through Friday on TikTok with videos? This is a platform where one video can go and reach countless other lives, but you will never know if we never put it out. Why? Because I've been playing too safe. So I'm right there with all of you. So if you're ready to go ahead and press on the gas a little bit to get outside the comfort zone, let me see some 3s down below. Who wants to get uncomfortable? Who wants to go ahead and stretch the shirt a little bit and see what we can go ahead and do for 2024 in the second half? Because this is a game of getting out of the box, getting uncomfortable, and taking risks. So I love you, fam. I appreciate you. Anything you need, I'm here for you every step of the way. If you guys got a little bit of value, drop some 3s, smash that heart button for yourself, because we are going together as a team. Teamwork makes a dream work. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have a phenomenal day, Dream Team. Monday momentum. Stay tuned for this evening. See you on a few. Let's grow.